Hi guys, my name is Tia and I'm converting van number 2. So I thought I'd document on YouTube and just get into it really. I can talk about vans all day every day, so I thought why not just hop back onto YouTube and just document the progress. I've obviously started, as you can see. I have cut out 2 windows and I've started painting. So I thought I'd kind of get you up to speed on where I'm at. The plan with this van, if you follow me on Instagram, then you'll see that I actually converted another van, the green van. If you recognise it, I'll insert a little clip, but I converted this one 2 years ago now, so it's been a whole 2 years since I bought that van, and I am putting that van up for raffle and starting van number 2, which is a bigger project. Like, this van had a lot of work that needed doing. I just spent £2,000 on welding, which is not ideal. Like, I was thinking maybe £300–400, but no, it was up in the thousands, so that was a bit of a shock. But it's a restoration. Like, I'm putting money into the restoration of it to hopefully bring it back to life and give it a new lease of life, I guess. So it is a 2006, same as my first van. It's ex-Bristol Council, automatic with 115,000 miles on the clock, which I think is good. Like, I think that's a really good find. A lot of the newer vans that I was looking at had upwards of like 150,000 miles on the clock. So yeah, 150,000 miles, and I know it's been fully serviced throughout all of its life. So for a 20-year-old van, I picked it up for £3,200. I picked my first van up, which is from the same fleet, for £4,200. So it was £1,000 cheaper, but I spent £2,000 on welding. So yeah, not bad, but still a little expensive. So yeah, let me take you around the van, my plans, where I'm at so far, and let's just get into it. Little side note, you also see that I am in a workshop. I managed to find a little workshop and I'm paying for like a little corner just to work in my van, which is honestly amazing. Like, for the first van, I worked out on the street, neighbours would walk past like, what is she doing? On my roof, in the cold, in the rain, in the wind. Like, it was just not ideal. So being inside a workshop is just bliss, to be honest. So yeah, this is my little workshop. Not my workshop, but it literally feels like my new little home. I'm down here every day trying to get stuff done. I am trying to set up a quite a good schedule, kind of like try and treat it like a full-time job, which is a bit of a struggle at the moment. I'm trying to get into it. Obviously, yeah, I'm trying to get down here for like, I've been getting down here for about midday, and I work all the way through to like 5–6. So the dedication is there. I just need to kind of up it a little bit just to get more hours in and work on it a little bit more. So here she is. It is a silver colour, which I'll show you the new paint in a second. As you can see, I've started to mask it all off, ready to start painting. This was the wheel arch that I got welded. It was completely rotten through. I will insert some pictures of what it was like. But as you can see, it's all been done. And not this one. The other one was also welded. So 3 wheel arches. That one, this one, which you can now see the new paint, and the rear one were welded. All along the top was welded. The inner step to get into the van, supposedly it was completely rotten through, which I didn't even know because it was hidden. So yeah, but this is where I'm at the moment. So I've started painting it. This is its new colour. I am rollering it on. It's a mess, to be honest, but I've got like all my supplies here, all the roller brushes, and honestly I am obsessed with the colour, to be honest. It is just such a nice shade. I've gone for almost like the plan was like a beige sand colour. After going in my first van down to Morocco, there was so many vans in like that desert colour, and I fell in love. So yeah, this is the kind of vibe I've gone for. Let me know what you think. Some people would have been like, oh, I'm not too sure, but I love it, so that is all that matters. And it actually looks really nice. So yeah, I'm rollering it on with high density roller. It's a high gloss paint. A bit of a backstory. So the plan was to roller it on and it have a really nice spray-like finish, and it is going to have that, just having a bit of a change of plan. So as you can see, like, it's great, but it's not the finish that I was hoping for. Like, it's a little bit patchy in some places. The gloss, I'm not sure if you can see, the gloss is like missing in some bits, which could be due to the heat. It's been like 27 degrees recently, so it could be curing too quickly. So we're gonna do a bit of a switch up and change the paint to a paint that's a higher gloss, which is almost like a glass finish, and a longer cure time. So it takes around 2 to 3 days to fully cure, which is fine. I just need to keep it kind of like away from stuff for 2 to 3 days while it hardens, and that should give a really, really nice finish. So fingers crossed. I'm going to treat this as like coat one and then go over with the new paint on this side, and then obviously I haven't even started on anywhere else, so I can just go over with the new paint on all the other panels. Now let's get on to the inside of the van. So I have started work, which is why it is a little bit messy, but here we are. So it is a complete blank canvas. Luckily though, it has come with this ceiling done with insulation underneath it. It was actually a ex-removals van, but I think the person before that person started to convert it almost, because yeah, as you can see, the ceiling is done. Obviously I'm going to change all this. I'm going to put acoustic panels on like the other build, but it's been insulated with Celotex. It's actually got this insulation in the gaps. It's not ideal. Like, that is, I think it's can't think of the word, but that plasticky insulation, which is not good because it actually holds, I think it's fiberglass actually. It holds moisture, so I need to just rip that out of the, they kind of stuffed it in the holes and stuff, so I'm going to rip that out and then put in the recycled plastic insulation like on van build number 1. But all the other insulation, like, I can reuse all of this, which is really, really good. Yeah, so I'm really glad about that. And it's also come with all the panels on the side. Like, it's all stuff I can reuse in the van build. So yeah, that's gonna be really good. And also the ply board will save me from battening out the van. So I can almost just attach the panels that I'm going to put on onto the ply, which will almost save me that much either end for sleeping, because on the first van I put battens that thick and they weren't bendy obviously, so it kind of like packed it out like that, and then you put the panels on top of that, so it's nice that it's nice and flat. And I've already worked out the dimensions, and the bed should be a bit longer than the first one, which is good. As you can see, the bulkhead is not in the van, so that's different to the first one, which is good because the first build I didn't have a the bulkhead was in the van already when I bought it, which I kept in, and all I done was basically block it off. Like, I don't have any access through to the cab area on the first van, which was fine because that's what I wanted. Like, I wanted like a separate space that felt like a little home rather than knowing that I was in a van, if that makes sense. And I also wanted the L-shaped kitchen on the first van, which I got. But new van means new layout, so for this van I'm going to build the bulkhead back again, but create a little door through to the cab area. And as you can see, I've taken out, there was 2 double seats here and the driver's seat, but I've taken out the double seats and got a single seat. Don't know where that is right now, but oh, there you can see the twin seats are there and the single seat is under the van. So I need to try and sell the double seats because they're just lying there at the moment. If anyone wants them, let me know. And yeah, this is the cab area. So I've managed to find like a seat base and it's going to go there somewhere. I need to figure out how to attach it on because, as you can see, the bolts are not going to align I got the single seat from an Iveco, so it's not going to match up to the Mercedes bolt holes, which is fine, but it might take a bit of kind of fiddling around. But the vision is there, so door through, which is going to be really nice because after travelling around Morocco especially, having access through to the cab is really good for safety. Like everyone was saying the first time, oh, like make sure as a female travelling in a van that you have that. And yeah, you're right, it's nice to be able to get into the cab and just drive away, because in Europe and Morocco there was times where I didn't feel 100% safe and I had to kind of either just stay in the van for the night and hope for the best, or quickly get out the side door, unlock and into the driver's seat, which yeah, is not the quickest, safest option. So yeah, that is the cab area. And the layout, so as you can see, it's kind of like a blank canvas. So the kitchen is going to go along this wall here. The bed is going to be exactly the same as the other van, just almost sectioned off from here onwards, bed area. And then kitchen will be from here, almost eating into the door space and end roughly halfway through, which will be really nice because I can look out the side door while I'm cooking, which is kind of like al fresco dining. So yeah, that's nice. And then this side, as you can see, this is the window that I've cut in. It's a smaller window because the first van I obviously cut in a massive window, that whole side of the panel. And I think it was just too big. Like, to cover up at night, it's a lot to cover up. And really, because they're tinted, I didn't get much light or use of that window. So smaller window this time, and I'm going to build a wardrobe floor to ceiling from here down to the bulkhead, and then from here there'll be 2 seats, so seat and then seat here, 1, 2 opposite seats opposite each other, if that makes sense, and then a little pull-out table in between. So that is the vision. I'm just thinking if I missed anything. I don't think I have, but I'm one of those people that just like plans something in their head and then hopes for the best. So I haven't actually got, like, everyone does like CAD designs and all this stuff, which I probably should do, but I'm more of just like an imaginative person that just keeps everything in their head. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with the vision. And colour scheme wise, I'm going to go for like beige, white kind of vibe, which is going to match the exterior colour. First van was like black, white, black and white, literally like black features like sink tap and white cabinets, but this time I think I'm going to stay away from black simply because it slightly made the space a little bit darker even though there was white, and because it's such a small space I feel like I want everything light, airy, and then I can add colour in with like pillows, cushions, accessories like that. So yeah, it's going to be white, beige, cream, like nice tonal colours, which I think should be really nice and fresh and bright. So this is a bit more of a close-up. They have put wheel arch covers on, which is very handy because these, me being really bad at carpentry, were really hard to make last time, so it's nice that they've already done them for me. One other one there. They've also scribed out all of the ply, which is just a dream. Oh, another fun fact, this I took out as well because this is a slam lock and my other vanning was exactly the same. It's just a nightmare. Like, you basically have to open it up from the outside and this little tiny lock, and to close the door you have to slam it, so they basically disengage the main lock. But I've taken that off because it just didn't work on the other van and it's just not great. Like, I didn't feel, although it was good safety and security, if I lost that key for the slam lock I'd be screwed, and it was hard to open, so I've re-engaged the main lock, so that is very good. So window wise, I am keeping that window, which I cut out the other day, and also going to be keeping this one in, which I'm actually really impressed with. I done this the other day in the workshop and I used a nibbler, which is a new tool that I've never used, and my multi-tool, Another tool that I've never used, and oh my god, it's such a good finish. Like, look, it's so neat. And then because I love the multi-tool so much, so the ply was already on the door like that. I then basically traced around the inside and used the multi-tool just to cut out the ply. And look how neat that looks. Insane. So yeah, that is where I'm at on the inside. I haven't really touched much because I'm focusing on the painting, but it's a good little blank canvas and I'm excited to get started. So that is that. Yeah, windows, keeping that one over there. I'm not going to put one on this door because I'm going to have a big off-roading tyre on the van, on the back, which will cover the window anyway, so there's no point actually putting a window in. So there'll be a big off-roading tyre there, that window, and then I've got a little universal window, tiny little, it's like a post box one, just to go above the bed so I can have a view from either side of the van. Something again that I didn't have on the first van. So at least if I need to have a little look outside, then I'll be able to see all around the van rather than just one side. So yeah, that is where I'm at. Obviously, like, doing this YouTube, I really want your opinions, tips, tricks. I would still say I'm very much a DIY newbie because, like, I know I've done one van build and people are like, that's amazing, like, you must be a pro, but like, no, I'm not. I kind of just winged it and hope for the best, and this time I'm hopefully just going to work on my skills. Like, I've still got so much to learn. Carpentry wise, I obviously did in the first build, but I did cheat. Like, I used IKEA cabinets for the kitchen, which I am going to do on this build. I'm going to get some Wix cabinets. So yeah, and I think it's fine to cheat on things like that, but I'm going to have to build a bulkhead. I'm going to be building the little door to get through there, which again, like, I have no clue right now how to do that, but YouTube, TikTok, Google is like your best friend of stuff like this. So it will be a bit of a mission, but it's all fun and games. Like, I love this part of the build where you're kind of trying to plan things out, get everything in your head and just get stuck in. Like, that's what I love so much about van converting, is the whole process. And although it is stressful, like, don't get me wrong, it's very overwhelming seeing a van like this and knowing that you're going to have to do everything and do it yourself. Obviously, like, I do the van solo, but it's all part of the fun. Like, I honestly love it, and getting creative, hands-on, using all the power tools, like, yeah, it's just so good. So that's kind of the intro to my van conversion number 2. I think I've covered everything. Obviously, let me know if you have any questions. I'm going to be trying to film everything, obviously all the DIY bits, the whole conversion. I do have some footage, but it's for TikTok, so it's the wrong angle, so I'm just going to refilm stuff. Obviously, next thing to do is to cut out the window on this side. So yeah, follow along for the journey, and hopefully it's going to turn out really good. I have a vision, and let's hope it turns out well, because it's cost a lot of money, and it's a big investment. Every van is a lot of money. Obviously £2,000 in welding, I can't let that go to waste, so it's going to have to turn out good. Mechanic wise, there is a few issues, and I may be brushing it under the carpet at the moment because I'm trying to focus on the build, but yeah, there's noises coming from the transmission, I think. When I'm driving, it kind of like rattles, and there's like a humming noise. So if anyone has an idea of what that might be, then let me know. So yeah, let me know what you think of my van build number 2, and wish me luck. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next video.